Hey everybody, this is Ozark Prepper 1, and today let's talk about something that's happening that many notice now, finally. There's a shift taking place. And those who have been living mindlessly the past 10, 15 years are in for a rude awakening. And some of the desperation is showing. A lot of it's showing in females, because now you're starting to see more of them looking for a boyfriend, a husband, or whatever, and they're not looking for the millionaire like they were before. They're looking for whoever will take them. But I believe that's going to increase as time goes forward. There's a lot of them searching for older guys because they're looking for those financial securities. They want to come home to a nice, cozy house, a well-stocked refrigerator, fancy car, all that stuff. That's not going to matter. But it won't be long until a lot of them, the desperation turns into criminal behavior. And you're already seeing that in countries that border ours, like even in Canada. They're basically allowing them to prostitute themselves, which they always have, because everything's always been about money, finances, assets. You know, there's very rarely is it about a caring for the other person. You know, when it comes to that, I'd say men are the more caring. You know, when we reach out to a female, it's because we adore that person. And it's not about what can we get out of them. Now, if you reach back into the adolescent years, when you're a teenager, there is something you want from them. But as you get older, it becomes less of that and more of a genuine connection. But what's happening now is sheer desperation on their part, because they're running out of assets to exploit, people to take advantage of, just for bragging rights. You know, in today's modern society, they care more about getting married for Facebook posts, so they can have pictures for everybody to see, and they're not even concerned about the longevity of things. And that's what's destroyed our economy the past 40, 50 years, is all the divorces. Because when people stay together, they have a base of operations at their home. They have finances, two finances coming in, you know, two streams of income. And they would look at things as a team instead of as of this is mine and that is hers, or, you know, you look at things as this is ours. And if you look around, your local town or whoever, people you know, look at the ones who are successful. They're married, and they were married for a long time, and that's why they're successful, because they have a solid base of operations at their home. There's bills get managed, problems get discussed. Potential problems in the future get discussed, and then they deal with them before they become a burden. But they tell us when we're young to just rush out there and marry someone, or people just get together and they end up building a family before they're married. And what happens is it leads to financial trauma and emotional trauma. And it burns some people enough to where they don't participate in the future, because they see the danger. And it's not a cowardly based fear, it's a reasonable based concern, put it that way. I go around a lot of real estate, and I see a lot of for sale signs. In the past 3 or 4 months, I've been seeing a lot of for sale signs popping up on homes that were just recently built and recently occupied. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out these people got in over their head, and they took out a big loan, probably didn't make any down payment, and the payment was more than their jobs could handle in the first place. So they put on a show for 3 or 4 months in front of their friends and family, got their Facebook pictures, and they lost the home. And then the next thing will happen will be the bitterness and the fighting, and then ultimately the divorce. And then that cycle will continue because their children see it. Anyway, I need to quit being so negative on a Saturday. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Ozark Pepper 1 out.